Alrighty, what's up, everybody? My peeps. How's it going, you sexy bitches? That's my peeps. How you doing, my peeps? Peter Joseph here for another video, right here, on the official Peter fucking Joseph YouTube wrestling channel, youtube.com/Peter Joseph. Thank you for watching. Make sure you like the video and subscribe right now to this channel and my other channels down there. You know where they are. In the basement, otherwise known as hell, my pants, whatever you want to call it. But in the description box below, so subscribe to those channels, show me the love and support, leave a comment if you wish, smash that like button, stick that thumb straight up the hater's ass, because that's where it belongs. Besides taking it out, putting it down their throat until they gag. That's what they deserve. But anyway, follow me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. If you're real, if you're not, you need a life, a good slap in the face. Share the video all over the internet. Most importantly, tap and slap that bell. I think we all know what to do with that. Turn on all notifications so you don't miss a goddamn video. And if you do, well, you fucking suck. And you're SOL. And you know what that means? Ha ha ha. And that's it. So like, share, subscribe, leave a comment if you wish. Follow me on social media if you dare. And hit that bell so you don't miss anything. And if this is your first time watching, well, welcome to the party, pal! Hope you enjoy the ride. If not, get off and go jump on somebody else's channel. That sucks, too. Well, mine doesn't suck. Mine's pretty damn good. But my channel is awesome. Like Mike awesome. Stop it! Oh, stop. Okay. I'm sorry. Okay, I'll forgive you this time. Okay, stop, Mike. Anyway. But anyway, if you don't like the channel, get the fuck off. Go on somebody's channel that has like 6 subs and barely gets any views. I aim to please, you know. I can't please everybody, but still, you will watch and you will bow down and acknowledge me. Like Roman. And that's pretty much it for that. Because I'm not going anywhere whether you like it or not. So take your BS garbage that you spew on me and turn it sideways, stick it straight up your fucking dirty assholes. But that's it. You're not better than me, and you never will. And you cannot defeat the greatest thing in the world, so. Besides me, but that's the purge and the prophecy and everything else. You can't. You can't even if you tried. Unless you want to ruin your lives and end up in a bad place, then continue to ruin your lives. But I'm going to continue to live my life, the greatest life I have, and do good things like work, or some of you don't work. And if you do, you're still here, because you don't focus on your job and your actual life. You're worried about me and other people. That's why it's called obsession. I don't obsess about anybody on this website. Or in general. So, if you think that, then you got problems. I think you need a mental evaluation. And a good slap in the face, too, but I digress on that. Let me move on. Alright, so like, share, subscribe, and all that good shit. And if you're new here, welcome! Have fun! And if not, you can go on somebody else's channel that is not fun. But I digress. Anyway, we move on. Alright, on this Wednesday night, the greatest freaking night in the week, the midpoint in the week, the greatest night in the week, we got Veterans Day weekend coming up. Should be a good weekend, so enjoy it. I'm going to enjoy my weekend, I'll tell you that much. It's going to be a great weekend. Not doing much, but still. It is pretty much what it is. Next weekend, I'm pretty damn busy. And then we've got Thanksgiving right after that. And then we start the greatest month in the world, counting down the greatest days of the world. Because great people are born in that month. This guy. Let me cue my stuff from Motorhead. We play rock and roll. Rock out with your cock out. Alright. You know. Always got a big praise to Lemmy. You know, Jesus Christ the Lord. Born on the same day as me and Lemmy. That's the way it is. You know, Ozzy's birthday's coming up in a few weeks. Chris and Maria from In This Moment, the mighty In This Moment, which are on tour right now. Go see them. Along with my beautiful sweetheart Ash Costello on New Year's Day. You can see them right now. Tell them I said hello. And all that good shit. Their birthday's coming up right before mine. And then we got the end of the year, pretty much in 7 weeks. So, get your Christmas shopping done. Or pretty much, if you want to do it now, do it now. If you want to wait for the sales, better get the sales early because, when Black Friday hits, forget it. It is going to be pandemonium at the stores and the mall and basically everywhere else. But, it is what it is. It's what you got to do, Get through it in 7 weeks, you don't have to worry about it. But I digress. So, on your Wednesday night, November the 8th, 2023, we got Dynamite coming up in about 25 minutes. Should be a epic fucking show tonight. But, we are 10 days away from Full Gear. So, it's the pre-ultimate to the ultimate go-home show, which is next week, and then next Friday. Next Friday, you can say goodbye to Collision because it's going to get destroyed by SmackDown. Because Collision will be on Friday night at 8 p.m. on TNT. Most likely it will be, but I digress on that because Full Gear's on Saturday, and I don't think they're going to do live Collision during a pay-per-view, so, just saying. So, Collision will be next Friday night at 8 o'clock with Rampage right after that, so 3 hours of AEW television, but the ratings are going to suck! It is what it is. Collision got, under 400,000 views this week. Last week. Horrible. What are you gonna do? So, should be a good episode of Dynamite. We got Red Velvet coming back against Julia Hart. Should be a pretty interesting match. We got my good friend Swerve Strickland. Whose house? Swerve's house. Whose house? Swerve's house. He's taking on my other good friend, Pentagon Melo. That should be an epic match. And staying Darby Allin, how you doing? I come from Seattle. They're teaming up against the Outrunners, Floyd and Magnum. That's like weirdest freaking name for a team. Names for a team. Hey, what's your name? Magnum. What team you on? Oh, the Outrunners. Oh, that's great. Anyway, we got that. We got Hikaru Shida and Timeless Tony Storm sitting down with good old JR. That should be fun. I think it's JR. It's either JR or Tony Schiavone, my other good friend. I got a lot of good friends, but I digress. So it's going to be a good night of action tonight, and I will be back later tonight right here on the channel, so hit that bell so when that video goes up later tonight, you will be first to watch it. And that's pretty much it for that. Alright, we move on. Alright, so we've got Dynamite coming up in about 25 minutes from now, so let me get this done really, or try to get it done at least as quick as I can. It might go into Dynamite, but it is what it is. But I hope you had a great Wednesday, everybody. Chilly here in the Northeast. But tomorrow's going to be like near 670 again, and then down the drain it goes again. Back up, down, like my dick in your mama's ass. But, and she loves it too. That's why she comes back for more. I digress. But we got all that. So hope you had a great day, and if not, well, too bad for you. Keep having bad days, because some of you deserve bad days. Not me. I had a great day today, so I'm happy. But I digress. Anyway, so, as of this video, as the title below says, it is time for your late and out-of-date NXT review! For November the 7th, 2023, we are emanating once again from the Capitol Wrestling Center in Orlando, Florida. Alright, this is the aftermath show from Halloween Havoc Night 2, which was not as great as Night 1, but still, pretty decent event. So we get a recap of that to start, and then as our commentary team welcomes us to the show, that's the creepy man with a lot of candy, creepy Vic Joseph, and another creepy bastard, the man who smokes more weed than you do, and that's Booker T, sucker! Oh yeah! That's right, man! Oh yeah! Black Snow! Hall of Famer, two-time Hall of Famer. And six-time, I'm not gonna go 6 times. 6-time World Heavyweight Champion, Booker T, sucker. Oh yeah! Okay, stop it. And we got that. Alright, so last night's show was pretty decent, wasn't that bad. We start off with the Heritage Cup. As Norm Dar, Supernova Norm Dar, comes out with his Metaphor friends, Ora Mensa, and the lovely ladies, the lovely gorgeous ebony ladies, Jakarta Jackson and Lash Legend, get shit done. Oh, I like to get it done, if you know what I mean. Holy shit. Respectfully. Remember, respectfully. But I digress. But they're out there, and Norm Dar takes on Akira Tozawa, Jack Fromer's best friend in the whole wide world. Probably his only friend. I digress. But he comes out with the rest of Alpha Academy, Otis, the lovely Maxine Dupree, respectfully, and Chad Gable, thank you. So they come out as the seconds, and match it wasn't bad, but you really think that Akira Tozawa was going to win the Heritage Cup? But anyway, so pretty much the first couple rounds, went back and forth. Freaking Norm Dar with some cheap shots after the round was over. That's a DQ. Referee's like, match should have ended right there because the match ends on DQ. The entire match ends on DQ, but that didn't happen. But anyway, I think it's in round, for the first round ended like that. Round 2 begins, and Norm Dar wins the fall with a fruit roll-up with a handful of underwear. So he goes up 1-0, and then I guess he gets a cheap shot in right after the bell rang in between rounds. Referee couldn't really do much, but still, should have at least, he gave him a warning, and then it happened again. I'm like, dude, referee, do something! Moron. And then I think it was round 3 or round 4. Tozawa got the fall after he made Noam Dar tap out to an ankle lock. So ties it up at 1. So the next fall wins. This is round 4. Round 5 begins. Tozawa hits some hell of a kicks. Hey, you're not Sammy Generico. Stop it. And then get a angle slam-ish for a near fall. Tozawa blocks a knee bar, hits a German suplex, but then he goes up top for that back splash of his, and then Lash Legend, get shit done. She got the shit done, pulls her man out away from the top rope, and Tozawa just goes, whee, boom. And then she rolls Norm Dar in, hits the Nova Roller, that, spinning heel kick maneuver. What a maneuver! And he gets the fall and the win to retain the Heritage Cup. And everybody was pissed. I wasn't. I was happy. But I digress. Anyway, match was alright. 2.5 out of 5 stars. And that's that. So then everybody leaves except for Ora Mensa, who, I don't know what you were doing. Stays in and starts talking shit to Maxine Dupree. And then who slaps him right in the mouth. And then Otis and Kay Gable, thank you, beat the fuck out of him. Otis hits a big splash, for good measure. And then, basically, he gets, thrown out. But that's not the last we see of Alpha Academy. But we got that. So all that, 2.5 out of 5 stars. And we're off and running on NXT. Speaking of NXT, check out my last video where I talked about NXT going to the CW11 in October of 2024. Now, SmackDown is going to go to USA Network at the same time, and most likely Raw will have a new home, whether it be on the USA Network, Amazon Prime, Hulu, what else? FX, ABC, maybe Disney. That would be great. Monday Night Raw, sponsored by Walt Disney World. Hi kids! Hi kids, this is Mickey Mouse! Welcome to Monday Night Raw! What do you think about that, Goofy? Oh, gosh, Mickey, that was great. Oh, God. Oh, Goofy, you're just fucking goofy. Oh, gosh. You know why Minnie cheated on Mickey? Because she's fucking goofy. That's an old joke, I know. It's a dumb, lame joke, but it's funny at the same time. But anyway, yeah, so they could go to Disney. They could possibly go on the Warner Brothers Distribution Network. Oh, who's on that? Oh, that's right, AEW. Oh boy, if Hunter and Nick Khan, man, can get on the WBD, oh boy, I think we won't see AEW anymore. They'll be extinct. That's not good. So, if I'm Tony Khan, I better put on some good shows to impress the higher ups at Turner and Warner Brothers Distribution. Imagine they go on air. That'd be funny. Welcome to Monday Night Raw, sponsored by Michigan J-Folk. Hello, my honey. Hello, my baby. Hello, my tongue girl. Okay. Next thing you know, freaking Bugs Bunny will come out. Ain't I a stinker? Yeah. And then Yosemite Sam would be the GM of Raw, some shit like that, you know. I hate them rabbits. I hate them wessels, you know. Bunch of potatoes. Yeah, it would be funny. It would be funny if Warner Brothers had had on Monday Night Raw. Then you have like freaking Yosemite Sam come out, you know. And then Daffy Duck would be on commentary. You're despicable. Imagine this. Him, Daffy Duck, Sylvester the Cat, and Roman Reigns talk about suffering succotash. And Roman would just smash, stack, and pin him. Well, why are we talking about this, man? They were just like, Daffy, Sylvester, acknowledge me! And then just smash him. That would be funny. Why are we talking about suffering succotash, man? And then out of nowhere, Tweety Bird's like, I saw a pony can! God forbid that happens. That Raw goes on the WBD. Because, you know, Warner Brothers kind of works with, you know, Daffy and Bugs Bunny. That would be hilarious. We see, like, Bugs Bunny. Like a guy in a Bugs Bunny outfit come out. Please, for the love of God, stay on the USA Network. Please. I don't care where it goes. Really, I don't care where it goes. As long as it does go to the WBD. Just saying. But anyway, watch that video. Watch the video. And leave a comment, leave a like, whatever. And that's it. Alright, enough funny business. Alright, after Ora Menza gets beat up by basically Otis and the rest of Alpha Academy, after that we go to the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels. He fucked a goat. No. Well, he kind of did if you read Marty Jannetty's book, but I digress. Anyway, he didn't need Jannetty. You know? Anyway, so Shawn Michaels, the Heartbreak Kid, has allowed 4 Hall of Famers to pick their members for the Iron Survivor Challenge, which we saw last year at Deadline. We're going to get it this year. So, we got Mick Foley, JBL, Lita, and Jerry the King Lawler, who will pick their best people to be in this qualifying matches for the tournament. Well, not the tournament, for the matches. So we started off with the hardcore legend, Mick Foley. How you doing, Mick? Hi, Mick. How you doing? Okay. You okay? You having fun? You know, it's Christmas time. You're wearing, you know... Mick Foley's wearing... Why are you wearing a Christmas outfit? It's not Christmas! Oh, I don't know. I just felt like wearing it. Oh, God. What are you eating? Oh, Doritos. They're very tasty. You want one? No. I just ate. I don't need one. But they're very tasty. Go ask Mikey. Cactus! Oh, no. Terry, stop, please. For the love of God, please. Terry, you want a Dorito too? No, Cactus, you fucking idiot. I'm dead. I don't eat Doritos in heaven. I'm having steak and eggs with Abdullah the Butcher, you fucking mark. Okay, stop now. Nick, stop. And Terry, stay hardcore, my friend. And if you think I'm making fun of the dead and making fun of other wrestlers, then you have fucking no life. That's why it's called satire. I don't have screws loose in my head or anything like that. Maybe you think I do, but I don't. Oh, he's Peter's off his medication. No, I'm just being funny, and people like it. And if you don't like it, well, too bad. Go do it yourself then. Do your own video. I dare you. But you won't because you're too obsessed with me to do your own video and show your goddamn ugly faces. Just saying. So anyway, Mick Foley picks Fallon, don't call me Don Henley, to take on Daddy's favorite girl. I'm Daddy. Tiffany Stratton. Daddy! Yes, Sunshine. How you doing? Daddy, I'm gonna beat this bitch up tonight, and I'm gonna go to this tournament, and I'm gonna win! Yes, Sunshine, I know, I hope you win. Use my credit card. Okay, bye! Alright, get out of here. Anyway, so we got to see that, and then on the men's side, we got Dominic Dijak, the Big Boss Man 2.0, taking on Tyler Bate, who I seem to forgot. That guy. So we'll move on with that. So that's the first qualifying matches. Next week, we'll probably get some, I think Lita's next week. So, we'll see what happens with that, who Lita picks. We'll move on. Alright, speaking of the ladies, so after that, I gave that 2.5 out of 5 stars. We go to the women's locker room, where we see the beautiful Bariquas, Lola Vice, the NXT Breakout Tournament winner, along with her bestie, Elektra Lopez. They're talking, and then, we see Ariana Grace, how you doing? And then we see, Carmen Petrovich, that Russian assassin. And, well, the loser of the tournament, of the finals, Kaylani Jordan, they're all talking, shit-talking, like, oh, I won, look at, blah, blah, blah. So Kaylani says Elektra played a big role in her winning last week. And then, we see Carmen Petrovich and Ariana Grace like, we shouldn't fight, we should be in peace. And Carmen's like, shut up! And then Roxy comes in, and then her and Lola talk in Spanish. Oh, that's not better than Io and Asuka talking in Japanese. Baka! Bitch! You're probably saying, puta pendeja, stuff like that. I don't know a lot of Spanish curse words, but cabrón, everything like that. But he's talking Spanish, and basically what we get out of that is a tag team match with Kaylani Jordan and Roxy taking on Elektra and Lola Vice later on. And then Ariana just continues to talk, and Carmen's like, shut the fuck up! And that's pretty much it. So I gave that 2.25 out of 5 stars. Alright, after that, we go back to the ring. We have the new NXT Women's Champion, the lassie from Ireland, Layla Valkyria. Let's face it, lady. No. Lyra comes out for her first comments as new Women's Champion. She says, people will tell you to never meet your heroes, but those people have never met Becky Lynch. I met my heroes. I met Ozzy. I met a lot of people. Ozzy's like the ultimate. I mean, come on. If you haven't met Ozzy, then you're gonna die a lonely man. Or a woman, but pretty much a lonely man. But I'm gonna, when I kick the bucket in like 40, 50 years from now, I'll go to heaven happy and, knowing I met Ozzy. And then I met Lemmy, all the people, Maria, Chris, and everybody from In This Moment, Ash from New Year's Day, Chris from Motionless and White, all the wrestlers and musicians, and celebrities that I've met along the way. And no, it's not Make-A-Wish. It's just being in the right place at the right time. So, you're jealous. Oh, I care less. And don't forget, 2 million hits. But I digress. So, she says that. Then a lot of people want the belt. But then Xia Li, after what she did to Becky on Raw the other night, she comes from the crowd and, like 2 fucking security guards. I mean, seriously, can WWE hire more security? I mean, actual security, not, guys from the indies. Like Joey Ace and everybody. No offense to Joey Ace and everything, but I'm just saying. But anyway, she comes out, Lyra, and, says, let her talk. So, Xia reminds Lyra what happened to Becky on Raw. So, Lyra's like, oh, yeah, I saw what you did. And then, the stupid freaking security guards are like, okay, we're not gonna do it here, and then next thing you know, boom, he gets knocked the fuck out with a big roundhouse kick by Xia Li, and then Lyra holds up her belt, like, bring it, bitch! And then the other security guard's there, he's like, what are you doing? He just stood there, like a douche. I'm like, dude! Poor guy. Oh, I guess he was scared because, Xia Li were gonna kick his ass too. Probably. That is weak fucking security. Weak. But I digress. So it looks like we're gonna get Xia Li and Lyra Valkyria for the NXT Women's Championship. Probably a deadline. So Xia gets her fucking title shot, but she had to go all the way around. When Becky has like, give me match. Becky's like, okay, I'll give you a match. No, my time. And now that Lyra has it, she comes out and is like, oh, I want title match. And then Lyra's like, bring it. And then we're gonna get this again. No, my time. No, we do it. We're gonna do it now. I'm not taking that shit. I'm not waiting for you to do your time. We do it on my time. I'm the champ, bitch. So I'm not gonna, if I was Lyra or any other champion and that somebody told me that, I'm like, no, bitch, you do it on my time. I'm the champ. I run the show, not you. Fuck you. It's like, we're gonna do it on my terms. I'm the champ. You don't like that? Get the fuck out. Go back to catering. Go back to where you came from. Fuck you. I'll fight somebody else that's actually willing to fight me. Not some bitch from catering. Seriously. Let me move on. Alright, so I gave that 2.5 out of 5 stars. Alright, there's here a video on Tyler Bate getting ready for Dijak. And after that, we see Fallon, don't call me Don Henley, ready for Tiffy time, Tiffany Stratton, and basically tells Briggs and Jensen she's gonna do it on her own. Yeah. Anyway, we got that. And then we go to another segment. Alpha Academy is in the back. Maxine Dupree says, oh, we're going to be back next week to be on Supernova Sessions. Oh, that should be fun. So they're like, oh yeah. And then so I was like, oh, I want it now. Because he's all pissy, he lost. And then Drew Gulak, Mr. Regal's son, Charlie Dempsey, Miles Bourne, Mr. Waterboy, and Damon Kemp, they all come in, talk some shit. Insults are exchanged, and then Otis tells Drew Gulak to stretch this, and he starts gyrating. I'm like, what are you doing? That's nasty. And then you see Damon come like, oh! He liked it. But anyway, that's that. So we get Gulak versus Otis later on. Boring. So that segment I gave 2.25 out of 5. So it's because it was pointless and boring. It is what it is. Alright, after that, we go to the Heartbreak Kid Shawn Michaels office, and we see a referee come out, and the camera is like, hey, what are you doing in there? Talking about goats? No. Not the greatest of all time goats, I'm talking about, like, the animal. But anyway, Shawn Michaels instructed him to use his discretion in the match between Von Wagner and Braun Breaker, and he says there will be a winner no matter what. So we get that. And then in the background, we see Ava Rain going into Mr. HBK's office. I'm interested. Well, no, sorry. I'm interested. That's that. So we'll see what happens with that. Let me move on. Alright, after that, we go back to the action with the Iron Survivor Challenge qualifying matches for the women. Tiffany Stratton taking on Fallon, don't call me Don Henley. This came about because last week they were supposed to fight at Halloween Havoc, and Tiffany beat her up, put her in the Bret Hart figure four leg lock around the ring post. So then Mick Foley's like, oh, we're gonna do it again. Why not? So, match was alright, 10.5 minutes, wasn't that bad. Tiffany comes back after Fallon, kicks her right in the head, and then she goes up on the top, goes for a move off the top. Tiffany picks her up, brute strength, and it's like, picks her up like, and then just throws her out the ring like yesterday's garbage. And everyone's like, oh shit! Tiff, calm down. Calm down, baby. Calm down, baby girl. Calm down. Anyway, throws her back in the ring. We got a sit-out spine buster. Gives Tiffy a near fall, followed by a really nasty-looking leg crank. Oof. And then Fallon gets dropped in the corner, head first. Tiffy goes for the prettiest moonsault ever and missed. Well, kind of rolled through. But Tiffy, after I think Fallon tried for a submission move, Tiffy got out of it, kicks her right into the turnbuckle, and then a chop block. Hey, you can play for the Niners. And that sets up the prettiest moonsault ever. 1, 2, 3. Tiffany Stratton wins the match, and she is the first participant in the Iron Survivor women's match. That's going to happen at Deadline. Let me just put on, oops, that's not what I wanted. That's not what I wanted. Let me put on, Dynamite, because it's showtime, folks. So we got that. Alright, so Tiffy is the first person to advance in the tournament. And we're going to get probably about 4 or 5 more people. I think 4 or 5 more people in both the men's and women's tournament. So we got that. So I gave the match 2.5 out of 5 stars. And that's it. Alright, then we go to the back where we have Wesley, who came back last week. Beat up Dom Dom. And looking to get his North American title back. He's dancing. He's dancing, Dad. He's dancing. Stop it. He's dancing with Mackenzie Mitchell, his best friend in the whole wide world. Look at that. Alright, Tony Schiavone's on. Hey, Tony! My good friend Tony Schiavone. How you doing, my friend? So, he welcomes us to Dynamite. And once again, like last week on Dynamite, MJF comes in. And this time with Renee. Now it's with Tony. Nice jacket, by the way. There, MJF. Nice 2024 MJF jacket. Like I guess it's a Jewish jacket. So he's talking about 3 seconds to get his belt back at Full Gear. Then gets a phone call, and it's video time with Adam Cole, baby. Adam Cole, baby. The man who needs to shave. Well, I do too, but I don't have a beard. Like he does. He's a man. I mean, he's 30-something years old. I'm 47 almost. We both have sex. Well, he has a bigger beard than me. You see it. It's starting to grow in. But I'm going to shave it probably this weekend. But anyway, because I got to look good. But so Adam Cole's like, basically telling him, it's like, you got to put the pedal to the metal, basically, and, win, keep the Ring of Honor tag team belts, and keep your belt, your world title. And then Daniel Garcia are going to have a match tonight for the world title. That's going to be an epic match. He comes in with 2.0, Angelo Parker, and Daddy Magic, Matt Maynard. You want to know why Daddy Magic's nipples get so hard? You want to know why his nipples get hard? Well, then you can ask him on his YouTube channel and his podcast. MJF said, oh, am I going to get the professional wrestler or am I going to get the sports entertainer tonight? So Daniel Garcia says, you get a professional wrestler. Oh, he did say it this time after the... Oh, no. Adam! Rowdy comes in. Oh boy, here we go. So MJF says, I gotta go, says, I'll talk to you later, and then Rowdy and Adam are talking again, and it looks like Adam's got internet issues again. I think he does. It's like, yeah, I gotta go. And then Rowdy's like, fuck! So, now he's talking, he says it's time to remind people who the fuck he is. You know who he is? It's Gotti! So we get that, so now, Dynamite officially opens. That was a kind of a interesting opening to, Dynamite! And, we're ready to go. We are ready to go on Dynamite. The pyro goes off. And all the other shit. Probably gonna start with a match. We are live from the Moda Center. Not the Motor Center. The MODA Center. That's Moda. For you slang people. The Moda Center in Portland, Oregon. So we are live and in color, my friends. Alright, Justin Roberts in the ring. The Dapper Don himself. So we're gonna start with, it looks like the World Championship. So we got MJF taking on Daniel Garcia to start the show, which is not going to end the show, so something's going to end. I don't know what. Maybe Sting and Darby are fighting the Outriders. Why would you put that at the main event? But I would have put this at the end. But I think there's something going to happen tonight that's going to lead into the end of the end of the night with like the Bullet Club and MJF doing something. We'll see what happens with that. Garcia won, and then he challenged MJF on Rampage, and MJF obviously accepted it. So he comes out, you dancing fool, dancing, more dancing. So we have enough dancing in fucking wrestling. We need more. Great. I rather see the ladies dance instead of the guys personally, but that's just me. I like to have Asuka, Io, and Kairi just dance on my lap for eons. But I digress. But anyway, let's get back to NXT. So speaking of dancing, Wesley's dancing with Mackenzie Mitchell. Is all back, and he has a list of things to accomplish. Mainly getting his NXT North American title back from Dom Dom. But then Baron Snorbin Corbin comes in. And he kind of mocks Wesley. He says, Ilya Dragunov, he's like, oh, if you were fighting Ilya, you would get beat up like I did last week to him, blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah. And then Wesley's like, well, if you face Ilya, you're going to get beat up. So that'll probably be at Deadline, Ilya Dragunov and Baron Snorbin Corbin for the NXT World title. So we'll see what happens with that. I think we're going to get Wesley and Dom Dom for the North American title. I think Wesley will get it back, which sucks. So the reign of terror from Dom Dom is going to end. Not too much to the chagrin of Mommy Rhea Ripley. So that's that. And we move on. Alright, so I give that segment 2.5 out of 5 stars. Alright, then we see Braun Breaker walking to the ring. He gets stopped by Quinn McKay, or Kelly Kincaid. Who asks about his match with Vaughn, the referee, using his discretion in the match. Basically, he's like, I don't give a shit, Vaughn needs to be worried about me ending his career and him never coming back ever again. So we'll see what happens with that. So I gave that 2.5 out of 5 stars. After that, we get a video on Dijak, who's all ready for Tyler Bate. Showcasing, which is nice. Look at that. So then after that, we go to Von Wagner and Braun Breaker 2, Robbie E. at ringside. This was a slobber knocker. Not much of a slobber knocker, but still. Big, beefy men slapping meat in that ring. Back and forth they went. Get a big boot, gives Vaughn a near fall. Then it's time to load up the announcer's table. But, as he's trying to do that, Breaker comes back with a nut shot. I don't know where was the ref on referees. He's seen this. I don't know what happened to the referee. But I guess he said because there has to be a winner, so I guess it was no DQ in a sense. But still, low blow by Braun. Then he goes after Robbie E, about to put him through the table. But Vaughn makes a save, but gets taken out on the outside, gets sent in the ring, and he gets a wicked spear to basically take him out in 5.5 minutes. That was a quick match. So Braun beats Vaughn again, and that's pretty much it. Match I gave 2.5 out of 5 stars. That's it. After the match, Robbie E comes in with a weak as fuck chair shot, and the fans know that he's about to die. So Braun kind of beats him up, takes him to the outside. He's about to powerbomb him through the table, but then Vaughn makes the save with a kick to the gut. Then he puts him in position for the powerbomb, and Vic Joseph with the line of the night. I don't give a shit about my candy! Put him through the table! And Vaughn does what he does. Puts him through the table, and he looks at Robbie E, and he's like, Robbie E's like scared, and then Vaughn's like, you're my friend, give me a hug. So they hug, and they shake hands. That's it, but, Braun still wins the match. I don't know what's going to happen with this. I hope it ends, and really, Braun Breaker should be on the main roster by now. But he's still got bridges to burn in NXT for the next, I don't know how long. Maybe he gets called up at WrestleMania like he was supposed to be last year. But we'll see what happens with that. So all that, I gave 2.5 out of 5 stars. Alright, after that, we get Carmelo Hayes, the man who shoots and, sometimes he misses. And that's him. Carmelo Hayes looks back at Trick Williams' return last week, but once again denies being the attacker. How do you do it? And then, basically, Trick wants answers later on, and Carmelo says, I will give him his answer. So that's going to be in the main event final segment, so we got that. So I give that 3 out of 5 stars. Alright, then we go to a video of the Brawling Brutes, Rich Holland and Butch, Pete fucking Dunne, walking the streets, I guess of Orlando, because it's not Ireland, obviously. They say, we grew up here just like OTM did. And they're going to be in action next week. I don't know against OTM, but I assume they will be, because they mentioned OTM and they were in NXT, so that should be an interesting little match. Ridge Holland and Butch taking on the Boricua Gangsters. That should be fun. With Reggie at ringside. We'll see what happens with that. And we move on. So I give that 2.5 out of 5 stars. Let me move on. Alright, then we go, I think this is the death slot, I'm not even sure. But anyway, we go to the ladies' tag team action. We got the lovely Boricuas, Elektra Lopez and Lola Vice, taking on Roxy, another Boricua hottie, and Kaylani Jordan. So about to start the match, and then Ariana Grace comes out and says, I wish everybody luck. Look at me, I'm a hot Italian. Yeah, that's right, you are Santino's daughter. Santino Mola! He makes good kids. That's what Italians do. We make good kids. But I digress. Anyway, so it was a back and forth match, really kind of boring, but it was great to see, three out of 4 hotties in that match. But getting to the end, they were beating up Roxy for a little bit. She gets the hot tag to Kaylani Jordan, cleans house. Roxy hits Pop Rocks on Elektra Lopez, and then Roxy takes out Lola Vice on the floor with a kind of weak suicide dive. And then Kaylani goes up top, hits the split-legged moonsault. 1, 2, 3, they get the win in over 4.5 minutes. Match was kind of boring, and I gave it 2.25 out of 5 stars. After the match, Ariana says, no, Ms. Alicia Taylor, you're not going to announce the winners. I am. So she goes to announce the winners, but then Carmen Petrovic attacks her from behind, lays her out. I bet you nothing that's going to be a freaking Iron Survivor qualifying match. If it is, I'm like, why? I mean, I know you need women for this match, but basically you're getting everybody from catering and half the people that are like stars on NXT. So I would probably assume that we're going to get this match next week. And probably, I wouldn't be safe to say Ariana Grace goes in the tournament. Why? I'd rather have Karen Petrovic in the tournament, in the match, rather than Ariana Grace. No disrespect to my hot Italian chick there, but still. You're gonna have a match that barbaric? Per se, I mean, the men's gonna be barbaric, but I don't think the women's gonna be that barbaric. But depending on who it is. Danny Garcia's like, the dancing fool with one hand. Yeah, really giving MJF a little run for his money. Rolling little suplex there. Then another big suplex for a near fall. Because, MJF's going to kick out. Yeah, obviously. We'll get that. Alright, so we'll see what happens next week in the Women's Iron Survivor qualifying matches. Probably made by Lita. Yeah, that's it. Alright, then we get another weird promo from Joe Gacy, who talks about having anger issues. And he says, I'm going to walk through hell and I know who I am. I'm like, what? He's got problems, that dude. So, I didn't get that, but we'll move on with that. We're just saying, that's it. Alright, so I gave that 2.25 out of 5 stars. Then we get a video with the champ, Ilya Dragunov, the Russian Dragon. Talks about how hard it was to beat Carmelo last week at Halloween Havoc Night 2, but now he's waiting for Baron Corbin, who has his attention. So we got that, and then Corbin's watching in the back, starts mocking Dragunov, and then we see Idris Enofe and Malik Blade, the Job Squad. They're there with another member of the Job Squad, Hank and Tank, and he's talking about them about that. And then further in the back, we see Dante Chen and Boa talking, and both of them have face paint on. Well, Dante has. He didn't have it last week. But this week he has the face paint like Boa has. I'm like, uh-oh. If Xia Li is there, Boa is there now. I guess they're recruiting Dante Chen to be in Tianxia. The former Wendy Choo-Choo, Karen Q, otherwise known as Mei Ying, is coming back. So Tianxia is coming back, probably to NXT. I don't think they're going to do it on the main roster, but at least do it right this time. I'm just saying. Because it didn't work the first time. You think it's going to work the second time? Maybe, maybe not. I mean, if they turn Miz face, this is the third time Miz is going to be a face. You think it's going to work? Then when they worked the first 2 times, the third time's the charm. Yeah, we'll see. Ooh. Garcia working on the legs of MJF right now. It's a pretty damn decent match right now. 15 minutes in. Ooh. Garcia's leg gave out. Wait, look, his arm and leg gave out. He's trying for, I think, a power driver. Or something like that. But couldn't really pick MJF up. I think, MJF looked like he's out. Anyway. So, now he's trying to pick him up for this power driver, and he got him up, and he's going to hit it. One-arm power driver. Oh, he hit it. Good God almighty. He hit the one-arm power driver for a 2.99999995. Now he's about to lock in the I forgot what he calls this move. It's a basic sharpshooter. But I think he calls it the Dragon Slayer or something like that. And he really is, he's dancing while he's doing the move, and he really has it locked in on MJF, who counters into the Salt of the Earth. So see if Garcia taps. He's grabbing MJF's hair, and he does tap. He tried to grab, MJF's hair, and he had no other choice but to tap out, or he gets his arm broken. So MJF technically retains the AEW World Heavyweight Championship. Pretty good match. Pretty damn good match. So, we get all that. So, we'll see what happens with that. So, MJF looks at the camera and is like, pretty good. Pretty good, yeah. I thought it was pretty good too there, Maxwell Jacob Fart Knocker. Man, that one-armed freaking power driver was... I popped for that. That was pretty damn good. I mean, don't sleep on Daniel Garcia, former PWG World Heavyweight Champion, former Ring of Honor Pure champion. So remember that. So we got that. So it looks like we're going to get something post-match where MJF is, code of honor, I guess. Trying for the code of honor, and we'll see if Garcia accepts it. I'm going a little ahead, but, giving you a live look in. I'll talk about this more on my post-show later on. So, we'll see if Garcia shakes his hand, and he was about to, and then Matt Maynard and Angelo Parker's like, no, that's not what we do here. So they're talking to him. Garcia looks like he's ready to blow a gasket. MJF is even pissed, like, you sons of bitches, let him freaking... MJF is like, you don't need these guys! You're a wrestler! Shake my hand, damn it! So Garcia goes again for the handshake, and once again gets pulled back. Oh. He's gonna break away from them. The whole entire remnants of the Jericho Appreciation Society, basically gone. NJ, where you see her once in a blue moon, besides in Jungle Boy's bedroom. And then you got freaking Mr. Jake Hager. We the people. So we'll see what happens with that. Then now they're talking about Mark Briscoe, the funky chicken, reach for the sky, boy! Always got to pay respect to his brother Jay Briscoe. He's going to be taking on the self-proclaimed AEW World Heavyweight Champion Jay White of the Bullet Club. Too sweet for the love of God. And the Bang Bang Gang. So we got that. Now we're going to a thing for DraftKings, and we're probably going to go to a commercial. What is Taz doing? Taz is like... Maybe he's dancing. Hey, stop it! You look like a bobblehead. He's like doing this. Alright, so the first 19 minutes of Dynamite were pretty damn good. With that pretty damn good match between Garcia and MJF. So we'll see what happens with the rest of the night. And we move on. Alright, going back to NXT. Apologize for going back and forth. Anyway, so Corbin, mocks Dragon Law's promo. He talks to Hank and Tank and Idris Enofe and Malik Blade about, I'm going to beat his ass. And then we see Boa and Dante Chen in the background talking. And like I said, Tiencha is about to come back. But we'll see what happens with that. We move on. Alright, after that, we go to Otis, with Maxine Dupree, Akira Tozawa, and Chad Gable. Oh, thank you. He takes on Drew Gulak with Mr. Ego's son Charlie Dempsey, Damon Kemp, and Miles Bourne, the Wonder Boy, at ringside. Wasn't really a great match. Almost 4.5 minutes, and Otis wins after hitting the Caterpillar with a jackknife pin. 1, 2, 3, he gets the win in a match I didn't really give two shits about. So I gave it 2.25 out of 5 stars, and that's it. Then we go to the back with the lovely Tiffany Stratton. She talks to another hottie, Kiana James, who basically they don't like Roxy or Fallon Henley for that matter, but they both know who is winning the Iron Survivor match. Probably be Tiffany. Probably. I would hope she does, but we'll see. So I give that 2.25 out of 5 stars. Then we go to some more hotties. Casey Jane. Inside Case. You! I guess they're ready for a lesson. I don't know. But she comes in. She's like looking around. At things. She's like pacing back and forth. We have the NXT World Tag Team titles on the podium. So waiting for Mr. Case to come in to, do his lecture, and Dia Hale and, Duke Hudson not out there yet, but Casey's, looking around, and then some Mafia people, I think it was Big Angie, and 2 other Goombas, they come in and basically give, Casey a manila envelope, which has a letter inside from Mr. Case, so they leave, and then, Casey's like, what's this? What's this? And then, I think Big Angie was like, oh, Mr. Case knows what's inside. So, most likely a rematch for the tag team belts. So, with them gone, Casey opens it, sees something like, woo! I don't want to know what it is. She's like, oh my god! And then Mr. Case comes in and says, you do know that opening other people's mail is a crime there, JC. and you're, in dangerous waters right now. He takes it away, and then we see Duke Hudson and Dia Hale come in, and then Casey and Mr. Case really don't say anything, and then, he takes it and kind of looks at it. It's like, oh, he doesn't look at it at first, but then, he basically says, class is canceled, class dismissed, get out of here. So everybody leaves, and then Case is like, and then Dia and Duke are like, oh, I think we should get out of here. Yeah, let's get out of here. So all of them leave, and then Mr. Case looks, he looks in the envelope, and doesn't look good. So, I think the family are like, you better give us a title shot, or we're gonna own Chase U. And Vic Joseph says, sounds like we may have a rematch next week for the tag team belts, and we actually get that match official next week. Alright, so we just saw a video promo for Jay White and Mark Briscoe. And now we go to a tag team match player. We got, here he goes. We got Darby Allin, how you doing? I come from Seattle. I'm hanging out with my man, and he wears more face paint than me. You don't want to know who it is? It's Stink! Oh! I can't even do his fucking thing. So Sting and Darby are in action to face the Outrunners. Squash match. Tony Khan loves those squash matches. I don't know why, but he does. So this should be like a 5-minute suckfest. Darby and Sting will team up, I believe, with Edge. Hey kids, it's Edge. This Saturday night on Collision to take on, who are they taking on this, I forgot who they're taking on this Saturday. I think it's, I think it's the House of Black. I forget who it is, but I know they're in action Saturday. So, and Trios action. So, we'll see what happens with that. But this should be a really garbage fest of a match. Floyd and Magnum are the Outrunners. Taking on Darby and Sting. This should be... I don't even want to look at this match. It's boring. I mean, the first match was great, and then you put on this. Cool down. That's what they call a cool down match, because everybody was red hot. Now they're like, oh, we're going to cool down. Let's have a beer. Or, in my case, let's have a soda. Yeah, this is a, 1 liter. I'm not going to drink all of it tonight, but I'm going to have something to drink besides water and whatever else I got. Oh, they're taking on the Righteous and Lance Archer this Saturday night. So Sting, Darby, and Edge, Threshold, Adam Copeland, whatever you want to call him, taking on Lance Archer and the Righteous of Dutch and Vincent. That should be a pretty interesting match. That's going to be a prelude to Darby, Sting, and Adam Copeland against Christian, Luchasaurus, and Nick freaking Wayne at Full Gear in one of Sting's final matches before he hangs it up for good. I wouldn't be surprised if we see Mr. Woo! Nick Cowboy! Ric Flair. So we'll see what happens with that. And we move on. The ring has DraftKings on it, by the way. As always, there's a sponsor. What are you doing? I think that's Magnum. I couldn't tell. I don't know which one is which. But he's like, I'm gonna do a whirly bird. Yeah, you're gonna get beat up because Darby just tagged Sting in. It's Sting! And chopping away. There he goes and clotheslines Magnum. I think it was Magnum over the top rope. God forbid he does. 63-year-old Sting does a freaking dive. Darby goes for the dive, but I think Floyd just took him out into the barricade. Ow! And now Magnum comes in. They're about to double team Sting, like that's gonna work. Off the ropes. They try for a double elbow. That don't work. They're like, yo, we did it! We beat Sting up! And then Sting's like, ah! Fuck you! Lays him out. Darby comes back in. Backsplash, Stinger's splash combo on both men. Yeah, this match is basically over. He throws him at Sting. Sting's like, oh, what am I supposed to do here? So he throws him at Sting. Sting knocks him down. About to lock in the Scorpion Death Lock. And you know he's going to tap. Yeah, take forever. Give me another 5 minutes, Steve Borden. Scorpion Deathlock and tap out. Obvious winner. Obvious winner. We get all that. I wouldn't be surprised if we see Christian coming out after this. But, yeah, Sting and Darby are your winner in a boring as fuck squash match. We'll see what happens with that, you know, as we go to Saturday Night Collision. As they team up with Adam Copeland to take on the Righteous and Lance Archer, who have Jake Rabbits at ringside. We'll see all that. Man, that's it. We move on. Sting's doing the, you know, the heart thing. I thought he was doing this, you know, the Gilmore Cutter, Diamond Cutter thing, whatever we want to call it. Bang! I mean, they really should have brought in, you know, as a surprise DDP, but, you know, that wouldn't be really a surprise because DDP was in AEW, like, years ago with Cody. Like, year one, basically. Hey, that kid in the rafters? He had a kid, you know, dressed as Sting. You know, Sting face paint. I don't know where he was. Must have been in the nosebleed section. And now they're greeting fans and all that shit, you know, blah, blah, blah. Thank you for coming to my match and cheering me on. I know I suck, but I come from Seattle, which sucks even more than me. I'm so emo. Now Sting's doing a victory lap with the fans. 63-year-old Sting. Alright, now we go to Black and White. We have a sit-down interview with Tony Baloney and two lovely ladies. Hikaru Shida, the AEW Women's Champion. Along next to her is Timeless Tony Storm with Luther. Not Luther, Luther. So, we get that. Tony looks pissed. She has her shoes off. Watch out for the shoe! She has gorgeous feet, by the way. I'm not a feet person, but I mean... But, Tony Storm has nice feet. Just saying. But anyway, I mean, and, you know, Hikaru Shida's got gorgeous legs, but, I mean... I've seen way better looking people that have gorgeous legs, but I digress. So they're talking about how Shida won the Saraya won the belt, and then Shida beat Saraya for the belt for the third time, and she's probably gonna lose it for the third time at Full Gear, and then Tony Storm's going crazy again. I'm a star. And then Tony has the contract, so we got a contract signing in Black and White. Not even in the ring, not even a table there. So Tony Storm just signed the contract and says that, you know, he's not going to take my spotlight. And then Shida signs it, and she's like miffed, slams it right in front of Tony, in Tony's gut. I'm like, dude, come on, why is everybody messing with Tony Baloney? It's my friend. You know, like, you're going to get it. What are you, Jericho? And Tony Storm, like, has a fan, and she just like, get the fan away from me, and they're like, argh. So we get all that. That wasn't, I mean, it wasn't a bad segment, but still. So that's that. Alright, now we're gonna go to, oh, this is gonna be a great match. Swerve Strickland versus Pentagon, and I think it's time to dance. And here's my good friend, Prince Nana of the Embassy. Here he comes, about to do it. I'm gonna do it with him. Do it, Nana, come on. Swerve when I drive, and I swerve, and I drive, and swerve when 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 I drive. Okay, I'm not gonna dance for the whole thing. I don't care, clip it, I don't give a shit. I dance way better than you people do, but I digress. So. Well, kind of reminds me of Axl Rose back in the early days. My serpentine! Yeah. Welcome to the jungle, baby! You gotta die! Okay, move on. So we got that. Alright, let's get back to NXT. Let's finish this off, because I already went way too long than I originally wanted to. And we got like another hour and 28 minutes of Dynamite to go. And I want to finish that off before I do my next video. That'll be later. Alright, we got that. So going to the Chase U segment, you know, well, Tony D and Stacks, get their rematch next week. Even though Duke Hudson already told them they already had the rematch, so I don't know why, Tony would send Big Angie and his goons to give, Mr. Chase a letter or whatever was in that letter, that envelope, I should say. I think it might be, something incriminating that Mr. Chase did with maybe one of his students he had sex with. I don't know. And then maybe he's going to get control of Chase U. We'll turn Chase U into our own mafia. We don't need no class. We don't have a principal. Now all we need is Alice Cooper to come out. School's out for summer. Okay. Imagine Tony D as your principal. Hey, you act up. Oh, you're out of here. I'm gonna send you up the river and you're gonna get your own cement shoes. Get out of here. And then you go to lunch, you have to pay $2 for your lunch. You don't get a lunch pass. You have to pay $2 for the mystery meat. You don't. Well, maybe not the mystery meat. You get spaghetti and meatballs like chicken parmesan or anything Italian basically for $2 every day. And if you come early, you get bacon and eggs for breakfast. But if you step out of line, you're pretty much going to be swimming with the fishes, my friend. And I'm not talking about expulsion either. Or even detention. Well, maybe you might get detention. But, not going to be fun. But I wouldn't mess with Tony D as my principal. I would be, freaking praising the ground he walks on because he's a great Italian like me. But I digress. Alright, so next week we got a tag team title rematch between Tony D and Stacks, taking on Duke Hudson and Mr. Chase for the tag team titles. And we got that. Alright, so I get that 2.5 out of 5 stars. Alright, after that, we go to the men's qualifying match for the Iron Survivor qualifying, match, blah, blah, blah. Alright, so we have Tyler Bate taking on Dominic Dijak. Pretty interesting match, but surprisingly, Dijak gets the win after neither man can get their finisher to connect. So Bate goes up, dives right into Feast Your Eyes. That was pretty sick. So Dominic Dijak gets the win in under 10 minutes to be the first man to qualify for the men's Iron Survivor match. Okay, I'll deal with that. But man, what are they doing with Tyler Bate? They've had him since 2017, I believe, when he was like little bitty Tyler Bate, and all he did was, have an epic feud with Dragunov back in NXT UK and Pete fucking Dunne as well. That's all he did, and then Mustache Mountain. Tag team champions, so it was basically, double champ. But right now they, I don't know what they're doing with him. Like, he comes in and he's like, he's all high with Wesley, and I think, I don't know if Matt Riddle was around there, just being weird. Then him and Axiom had a thing that kind of dissolved, I guess. And now he's just, I don't know what he is. Like, I don't want to say jobber, but I don't even remember the last time he actually won a match. I don't know what they're doing with him. I don't know. It's not great. I think they should turn him back to heel. But, because I think this face turn or whatever it is, it's not working at all. So, we'll see what happens with that, and we move on with that. Alright, but the match was pretty decent. I gave it 2.5 out of 5 stars, and that's it. Alright, then, like I mentioned, the other legends to make the qualifying matches will be Lita next week, JBL probably the week after that, and then on the Go Home show, probably after Thanksgiving. I think it's after Thanksgiving. Maybe the week after Thanksgiving. The week after Thanksgiving will be the Go Home show before Deadline, and Jerry Lawler will make his picks. So then we'll have our 5, maybe 6 men and women for the Iron Survivor Challenge. And basically, it's most pinfalls in 25 minutes gets the win, and they get a title shot at, I think, New Year's Evil, or at a later date. Probably most likely New Year's Evil, or maybe the next NXT pay-per-view, whatever it is. So we'll see what happens with that. And we move on. Pentagon's beating the fuck out of Swerve, sending him into the ring steps. Ow! What's that? And we move on. Alright, then we go to the final segment of the night. Melo and Trick Williams. When Melo comes out, asks Trick to get his ass out here, talk about what's going on between them. So, Trick comes out. Whoop that Trick! What? Whoop that Trick! Oh, right. You know, Booker T going, oh, yeah. What? Oh, yeah. Booker T reminds me of the Kool-Aid Man when he says that. Oh, yeah, we're gonna have some Kool-Aid. Busting through walls. Oh, yeah! Black snow. But anyway, so Trick comes out, and Melo's like, I understand what you're going through right now. You think I did it, but I really didn't do it. They talk about their history together. Even though, we still made it work regardless. Which is true, because, but Hayes was the only one winning. He's like, I was Jordan, you were Scottie Pippen. And then Trick's like, well, you always got the ball. And I was just like in the background, like what Scottie Pippen was back in the day. Even after Jordan retired the first time, Pippen took the Bulls to the NBA Eastern Conference Finals, and then I don't know how they lost to the Knicks. That series was crazy in itself. But anyway, so Melo's like, where were you when it was my turn to win? So Trick is like, seems to basically ask him about the attack, but Melo keeps cutting him off and says, and praises Trick over all the years they've been together. And then Trick goes into a humongous rant about Carmelo not being there when he needed him. He didn't see who attacked him, but all he knows is he didn't get his NXT World Title shot. So basically, Melo is stuck on Trick not seeing who did it, and Trick's like blatantly asking him, "You did it! Just tell me you did it!" And he's like, "You want the truth?" So he's about to actually maybe tell him that he actually did it. It was me all along. But then Lexus King, Brian Pillman Jr. comes out. I'm like, okay, I'm interested. So he gets to the ring, tries to, talk, basically tell Trick that, ask him, he did it. And I'm thinking, wait, maybe Lexus King did it, because, he just started in NXT. He wants to make an impact. What do you go after? You're trying to go after the biggest dog in the yard. Like, I don't know why you pick Trick, but anyway, so then Trick is like, alright, get out of here, this is not the time to talk, grown men are talking, and Lexus is like, trying to instigate things, and Trick tells him a second time, and then, Brian Pillman Jr. is still not moving, and then he goes to swing at Brian Pillman Jr., but accidentally hits Carmelo Hayes in the face, and Vic Joe's like, he was aiming for King, wasn't he? Probably. And then Lexus King just, leaves the ring, he's like, hey, I'm smart. And then he leaves, and Melo's like, wondering what the fuck is going on. Trick's like, fuck, I just fucked up. So he goes to pick up Carmelo, he picks him up, shakes his hand, then he hugs him, and then we see Melo go like this. Something's up. Something stinks in the land of Denmark. Something's not right here. And Melo did it. He's just biding the time. So the seeds have now been planted for Melo's heel turn. And we're going to definitely see Melo versus Trick at Deadline, probably in a street fight. I don't think it'll be one-on-one. It has to be a fight. So we got that. And that ends NXT for this week. that's it's a really chaotic, interesting ending that made you think, like, well, did Lexus King do it? Or is Melo, playing us all along? Maybe we won't. It's not Melo all along. We go on for the next 3 weeks. Basically 3 weeks, and we still don't know what it is. And then, like, right near the pay-per-view, Melo's like, "It was me, Trick. It was me all along. I didn't need you. I didn't need Janetti." One of those type of things. But we'll have to see what happens next week. So I think Melo is gonna come out and think like Trick did it on purpose because she thinks that he did it. So I don't know how it's gonna play out, but I'm very interested in this storyline. It kind of has that HBK Triple H feud from 2002, 2003 feel. So you know how Shawn Michaels likes to recycle things from his past. So we'll see what happens with that. Ooh. Pentagon just hit the coup de grace on Swerve. 1, 2, and... no, 2.5. Look at that. Not a bad match. Dynamite hasn't been that bad so far for the first 45 minutes of the night. So, we'll see what happens with that. Freaking, Nana is mad, and Pentagon's like, "Cállate la boca! Silencio, por favor." That's pretty much it. Alex Abrahantes like, ooh! That had to hurt. Oh, Swerve kind of like I think Pentagon was doing a move from behind, and Swerve kind of like flipped him over onto the turnbuckle. Oh yeah, he was trying for like a double jump move, and Swerve reversed it, and Pentagon hit hard on the turnbuckle. Ouch! It's insane. This feels like a Lucha Underground match. Killshot versus Pentagon Dark. Now Swerve with a double stomp over the ropes. Ah, that hurts, man. This is crazy. This is crazy as shit. As Jay Briscoe would say. That's that. All right, I'm gonna go finish watching the rest of Dynamite, and then probably about a couple hours from now, maybe a little later than that, I'm gonna give you my AEW review. As Swerve tried to go for the double stomp off the top like he did last week, on Rampage, I think it was on Collision against AR Fox, and Pentagon basically, the collector of arms, he breaks Swerve's arm, hits the Pentagon driver, and oh man, 2.999999995. Putting on bangers. This match is a banger. I mean, MJF and Danny Garcia was a banger. This one's pretty damn good, too. So, Dynamite hasn't been that bad tonight. So, but, we got the rest of the show to go. And we got that. Alright, we'll move on. Swerve trying to go for the house call kick. Pentagon punts him, and it was good. Now he's about to go for the fear factor. Loads it up, and Swerve got out of it. Chops Pentagon in the back of the head. Ow. Then he goes on the ropes. Kind of goes over the ropes. I don't know what he was doing. Kind of picked him up. Looked like a powerbomb into a Death Valley driver. Was near the ropes, and now he pulls him away from the ropes. Now Swerve's about to go break Pentagon's arm. Well, kind of slipped. He slipped at first. A little botch. And now, oh! Jesus Christ! Oh! He's like banging his arm, like, oh! It's like his wrist and his elbow is like, ugh! Then he hits the double stomp off the top. Look, this is over. 1, 2, and 3. So, Swerve gets the win over Pentagon. A pretty damn good match. Good banger match. So, Swerve's all ready to go against Adam Page. And freaking Nana's going crazy. Yeah, Swerve, run, I drive, and I swerve. And now Pentagon's about to go after the mask, but then Adam Page is here for the save, and almost hit Swerve in the ribs with the chair. Swerve gets away for a moment, but then Adam Page chases him up the ramp, hits him with a chair in the back. Now he's about to do some cowboy shit. another chair shot to the back. Lays out Swerve. And one more time for good luck. So he hits him, and then two security guards come out, and Paige is like, fuck you guys! Like, lays him out easily. And now the male referees are coming out as Aubrey Edwards tries to get Swerve out of there. And Paige picks him up, and oh my god! Deadeye off the ramp through the table. That was on the side of the stage. Swerve looks like he's dead. And now basically all the referees are trying to get Adam Page off of Swerve, get him away. And Adam Page is like livid. He is like possessed. Man, their match is going to be crazy. Blood, just a slobber knocker. Swerve is knocked the fuck out. Deadeye off the ramp through the table. And that's it. Now we got the Bang Bang Gang with Alex Marvez. That's it. Alright, so I'm going to get to the rest of the show. Thanks for watching, everybody. My final rating for NXT last night, solid 7 out of 10 stars. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments section. Don't forget to hit that like button, smash the bell, and all that good shit. Alright, that's it. Thanks for watching, everybody. And I'm out. Peace, bitches!